this is Matt with Beach Landscaping, here today to do another informational video. The topic today that I wanted to discuss is something that we get asked about a lot, and that is water as it pertains to your lawn and your shrubs. So as humans, we need to drink a lot of water no matter what time of year it is. We need to drink half of our body weight in ounces per day in order for us to function at our best. And the same isn't necessarily true for our landscaping. So what we find is that when problems arise with lawns and shrubs, people think the issue is not enough water. And in most cases, that is not true. Usually it's something like insects, which we've spoken about in the past, or disease, which we've also spoken about in the past, instead of just needing water. So as far as watering goes, there are two seasons that you can think about. There's the dormant season, which is the winter time, which is now, and there's the growing season, which can be anywhere from May to October. So as far as our lawns go, during the dormant season, they need 1 inch of water per month, which we normally get naturally. So the only reason why you would need to use your irrigation system in the winter season would be if it's unseasonably warm for a long period of time and we don't get any rain. In the growing season, our lawns need 1 inch of water per week, which you cannot rely on Mother Nature to give us. So that's when you start using your irrigation system. But even then you need to be careful. When you have an irrigation system with an automatic timer, people will generally set a program for 2 days a week, 3 days a week, 4 days a week, whatever it is, and just kind of forget about it. So you don't want to just set it and forget it, because you need to pay attention to what's actually coming down as rainfall and water according to that. The best thing to do would be to keep your system off and then run a manual cycle when we have some days without rain and your lawns start to tell you that they're thirsty. And these warm season grasses that we have here, it's pretty obvious when they're thirsty because they'll start to wilt slightly, they'll look dry, and that's telling you go ahead and water. So if you have an irrigation system, one of the things you need to think about when you do program your times per zone is what type of head you have. So if you have one of these larger heads, which is a rotary head, this one rotates around. It puts out water at a slower rate than, say, one of the smaller stationary heads. So if you have the rotor heads, that zone you would want to program for at least 2 times longer than the smaller stationary head. So another issue is for people that have pump irrigation systems. In the wintertime, you're going to drain those systems because it gets cold enough at times where the water inside the pump could expand and break the pump. You don't want to refill your pump in the wintertime because you think your lawn might need water. Again, we get that water naturally from Mother Nature. So as we get closer to the growing season in mid to late April, we'll go ahead and start priming up pumps, getting them ready for the growing season. Don't necessarily turn your timer on to run a program, but at least you'll have them ready to go. So remember, in the dormant season, 1 inch per month is plenty. The active growing season, 1 inch per week is what we need, and you just need to pay attention to what's happening with rainfall to get it right. Because what happens is when you overwater, you'll have a wetter lawn. A wetter lawn is going to attract more insects, it's going to attract more disease, and worst of all, weeds. Thanks again for watching. We hope you find these videos useful. If you do, please share them on Facebook. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. You can find us on Facebook or at beach-landscaping.com. Thank you.